Sonnett Roberts ended her Whitworth pitching career as the most dominant softball player in Pirate history. Because of that, this morning, Jo becomes the first ever Whitworth softball player to gain entry into the Heritage Gallery. She earned more wins, set more records, and broke more opponent hearts than any Whitworth player before or since. Jo was not even sure she wanted to attend college and play softball. Coming out of high school in Puyallup, Washington, her first choice was to attend cosmetology school, but she was recruited by Whitworth coaches Teresa Lahr and Juju Predisic, and her parents encouraged her to attend college and continue her playing career. It is not significant that Jo's first ever collegiate pitching victory came during her freshman season in 2003 in a win over Pacific Lutheran. The Lutes were coming off of a fourth-place finish in the national tournament the previous season and would go on to win their 16th Northwest Conference title in a 17-year span in 2003. But in the final game of a 4-game series at Merkel Field, Sonnett beat the Lutes 4-3 for Whitworth's first win of the season after an 0-12 start. That win sparked a turnaround of the season as the Pirates would win 18 of the final 27 games to finish in the top half of the league standings for the first time in school history. Jo finished 16-8 with a 2.59 ERA, earning honorable mention All-Northwest Conference. Teresa Lahr says, "I saw the potential in Jo. I've always believed anyone could be great if they put in the time and effort. Jo rose to that level through her determination to be good." Naturally quiet, Jo became known to her teammates and coaches as Sonnett Boom. She'd sneak up on her opponents, and before they knew it, they were overwhelmed. Jessica Shawley, who was Jo's catcher her first season at Whitworth, says Sonnett worked hard every day to develop a great array of pitches, which made it really fun for me behind the plate. Jo continued to get better as a sophomore in 2004. She threw the first no-hitter in Whitworth history on April 10th at Lewis and Clark, defeating the Pioneers 2-0. She finished 14-5 with a .95 ERA. She led the Northwest Conference with 117 strikeouts, earning first-team All-Conference. Most important to Jo, Whitworth set a school record for wins in one season, finishing 29-8. Lindsey Davis, who was Jo's catcher her final 3 seasons, remembers that Jo was very stoic on the mound. She never got flustered. She might give up a home run, but she'd come right back and strike out the next 3 batters. Sonnett continued the strong pitching through her junior season when she finished 10-8 with a 1.35 ERA. She increased her strikeout total to 145 that season and was again named first-team All-Northwest Conference. Whitworth finished 26-14 and in third place in the NWC. Jo saved her best for last. In 2006, she went 19-8, setting a school record for wins in one season. She tossed 21 complete games, threw 2 no-hitters. She struck out 211 batters, an average of 8.7 hitters per game. Sonnett was named Northwest Conference Pitcher of the Year. Again, most important to Jo, the Pirates earned their first ever invitation to the NCAA Division III tournament. Lindsey Davis remembers that among all of Jo's individual accomplishments, it was always about the team. The team was what meant most to her. The list of Pirate softball records that Jo continues to hold is almost too long to count. She had 13 strikeouts in one game against nationally ranked Chapman in 2003. She has the single-season record for most wins, lowest ERA, most strikeouts, most innings pitched, most shutouts, and most complete games. She holds career records for wins, strikeouts, innings pitched, complete games, and shutouts. Whitworth had not experienced a winning season in softball before Jo. Over her final 3 seasons, thanks in large part to Jo, the Pirates had a record of 78-35. Not bad for a girl who thought she wanted to cut hair for a living. Jo Sonnett took her Whitworth degree and turned it into a career in education and coaching. She began her teaching career in Arizona before soon returning to Washington, teaching in the Othello School District. It was during her 5 years in Othello that Jo met Billy Roberts. They married in 2011. Jo continued her teaching and coaching career through a stop in Soap Lake. She is now in Ephrata, where she teaches and coaches cross country. Ladies and gentlemen, for her determination to hone her pitching into a finely tuned weapon, for the impact she had turning the softball team into winners, and for her focus on teammates and collective success, the Heritage Gallery Selection Committee is proud to present Jo Sonnett.